Prince Harry, who quit the monarchy, claimed he was guilty of burning the candle at both ends until he discovered meditation in a woke chat with mental health firm BetterUp. A publicity-shy Prince Harry lazy bum has been blasted for moaning he suffers burnout from hard days of graft. The former squaddie, who quit the monarchy for a new private life in an £11 million California mansion, claimed he was guilty of burning the candle at both ends until he discovered meditation in a woke chat with mental health firm BetterUp. The Duke of Sussex ordered all businesses to give everyone time off to focus on themselves. The 37-year-old appeared on a virtual panel alongside his equally shy 40-year-old former actress Meghan, their tennis star pal Serena Williams and BetterUp Chief Executive Officer Alexi Robichaux. Meghan Markle and Harry's appearance came a month after we revealed they had made just one podcast after signing an £18 million deal with Spotify in 2020, meaning the couple's verbal ramblings had netted them £500,000 a minute. The ginger-haired dad of two was able to take 5 months off when his daughter was born last year. But he moaned he struggled to find time for himself as a father, husband and someone starting a business and had hard days. Harry wants bosses to allocate 15-minute white space breaks every day for staff to relax. "I too experience burnout," he said. "I'm burning the candle at both ends and that's like boom. Some days are great, some days are really hard. I'm always kicking myself. If you'd have done this, which you know works for you, you wouldn't be in this state now. I know I need to meditate every single day. Everyone has such busy days. If you have 15 minutes of white space, I allot half an hour or 45 minutes in the morning when one kid has gone to school and the other is having a nap. There's a break in our program. It's like, right, it's either a workout, take the dog for a walk, get out in nature, maybe meditate. I hope everybody is available to do that, but once you have to show up for other people, the self-care is the first thing to drop away. As someone starting up a business, as a husband, as a dad, you just don't have the time to do that. From an employer perspective, you can't expect your people to put in the work on themselves when you're not giving them the time to do that." But his advice fell flat on social media. One Twitter user reacted, "What the hell is he talking about? He's never done a hard day's work in his life." Another said it was always me time with the ex-royal, adding, "Real people have to work for a living." One more said, "A lazy bum unable to do any real work tells us what and how things really are in this world. How boring it is. Go away." "Sorry, just don't take him seriously anymore," tweeted another viewer. Another said he doesn't actually know what the word work means, adding the video was a sick joke. Like a lot of us over the past 2 years, Prince Harry experienced burnout, too. In a candid conversation surrounding mental health, the Duke spoke openly about how his experiences with burnout caused him to reflect on all areas of self-care. During BetterUp's first inner workday, the Duke of Sussex, who is Chief Impact Officer at the company, was joined by CEO Alexi Robichaux, as well as athlete and entrepreneur Serena Williams, to talk about the notion of inner work. The talk began by Robichaux explaining the purpose of BetterUp's inner workday. "I was investing so much in trying to get that next pay bump. I was invested so much in this identity of being this young hotshot executive that I forgot to invest in myself," he admits. "I forgot to invest in my own energy. I forgot to invest in setting boundaries. I forgot to invest in my own well-being." Robichaux then introduced Harry into the conversation, calling him one of the loudest and bravest advocates for mental fitness around the world. Harry opened by celebrating Robichaux's honesty, but noting that he recognizes that this inner work takes time and privilege. "Work complications get in the way and every element of our life becomes busier and busier and busier," Harry says. On top of that, he recognizes attention economy of social media, and everything else pulling you in all sorts of different directions. This can all make inner work seem impossible, he admits. However, Harry goes on to explain, as he experienced firsthand, if you don't have time, you probably need to make time. "I, similar to you, Alexi, experienced burnout," Harry admits. "And throughout that burnout, literally getting to the very end of everything that I had, any fuel or any steam in the engine, I was burning the candle at both ends. Then it felt like boom. That is when you are forced to look inside yourself, because with everything else around you seemingly you feel as though it's working against you. The only way that you can really combat it, and build resilience for the outside world in your entire environment, is the inner work. Once you start to understand how and why you react to certain people in certain situations, then you can actually gain control of those situations. It doesn't mean they're not going to happen, it just means that your reaction to them is more in your control.